Mangalidata
The Festival of Thetford Punjab will be marking the 125th anniversary of the death of Maharajah Duleep Singh, who lived in Elvedon near Thetford. Over the 2 weeks, we'll be celebrating the life of the Maharaja through poetry, music, dance and sports. The grand finale will consist of a procession including Bhangra dancers, Morris dancers, dole drummers and Gatka, who will come to the riverfront for a final performance.
Today we're at Ancient House Museum Thetford, and it's fantastic to have this opportunity to be part of the Festival of Thetford and Punjab. It's always a pleasure to be able to share the story of Maharaja Duleep Singh and his family. A wonderful centrepiece of the exhibition is the display of the amazing casualty of war portrait of Maharaja Duleep Singh by the Singh twins. It's a wonderful, detailed encapsulation of the life of Maharaja Duleep Singh. It's the launch of the festival, and we're delighted that we're able to kick off proceedings at Ancient House, and absolutely thrilled to have the Singh twins themselves coming to unveil their painting.
I discovered Maharaja Duleep Singh some 22 years ago when I visited this place, the Elvedon churchyard. I came here with a group of friends from university, and I was just taken back by the whole history of this Maharaja who'd been brought to England. 20 minutes later I was standing inside Thetford Museum, what I can only describe as a shrine to the Duleep Singhs, and I spoke to the curator, the same curator that's there today, Oliver, and I asked Oliver if there's any books on the Maharaja's children, and he said no, there's books on the Maharaja. There's nothing about his children. I really wanted to know more about these children who I'd never heard of, so I placed a series of ads in the local papers in the Norfolk and Suffolk area. And over the course of the next few months, I received over 300 letters from people who said they knew Frederick, they knew Sophia, their father had worked for the Maharaja, and they had this item and this artifact associated with them. I even had people contacting me telling me that they're the descendants of illegitimate children from the Maharaja as well. After about 10 years, I had all this information with me, and I took it around to a few publishers. Luckily, one publisher said, look, we'll love to do a book on the Maharaja. And that's when my journey began. And now I've done a number of books on the Maharaja and other various parts of Sikh or Anglo-Sikh history. The Maharaja spent 75% of his life in Britain and in Europe. It's an amazing story. It's a life of a Maharaja who was destined to be the ruler of one of the largest independent kingdoms in the Indian subcontinent. And he had died all alone as a pauper, selling off his belongings, penniless in a shabby hotel room in Paris. So I wanted to research that middle part of his life, and I found out that he'd mixed with the royals. You know, he was a good friend of the Prince of Wales, holidaying with Queen Victoria at Osborne House. And I think as a British Sikh, and other British Sikhs can relate to this being obviously the first Sikh that came to Britain, and it's something which we can call our very own sort of British Punjabi history. When Indy contacted me about this 2-week festival we were doing, I was really excited, and when I heard the list of all the events and activities that were taking place, I really came on board. I think the festival's been a fantastic idea, not for Sikhs and British Sikhs like myself, but even for the Thetford community, for the Norfolk community. It's given them an opportunity to learn, to engage with the Sikhs, their culture, also the story of Duleep Singh. We've had talks from Gurinder Chadha, who was the director of Bendit Life Back, who is a prominent Sikh, British Sikh director. So it's given an opportunity for the people of Norfolk who may have never had that chance to meet these fantastically talented artists coming to their doorstep. So it's brought this culture, it's brought Punjab, and it's brought British Sikhs all together on one platform to the doorstep of Norfolk.
Over the past last 2 weeks, we've had this fantastic explosion of colour and excitement and music in the town, and the town has a really fantastic vibe about it. If you look around behind me, everybody's come out to enjoy the music, the food, the dancing, and it really has lifted the town. It was wonderful to see people from Thetford mixing in with the Punjab culture, blending everybody together for what's been a fantastic event for the town.